I'm up because um, I had no idea it was going to be raining, but I was hurting so bad that I had to get up. Gotta love fibromyalgia, right? And all of those who have fibromyalgia probably totally understand exactly what I'm talking about. Um, it just hurts. And then you throw my ankle in on top of that, and it's like double whammy. Um, so yeah. So I wanted to get on here, and I scrolled past it and did not say anything. I'm very proud of myself because normally I would have ripped into the sky. I was on Facebook, and I I've been kind of limiting myself on Facebook because there's too much controversy that's going on right now on Facebook, and too many people are focused on other people instead of focusing on themselves and bettering themselves. They're all up in everyone else's business. Um, and blaming. I've seen so many posts about other people blaming other people for their problems. There's a post going around right now in my town about small businesses in town closing because of food trucks, which is a bunch of BS. Their businesses are not closing because of food trucks. Their businesses are closing because they're not getting business. It has nothing to do with the food trucks. Um, it's not, it could be their prices. It could be a plethora of things. It's not anything to do with food trucks. Um, it could be people don't realize they're there. Maybe they're not advertising enough. Because some of the businesses that are closing, I didn't even know they were there. So, advertising, networking, that is so important when you have a business. And if you're not doing that, that's your own fault. Um, so don't blame other people or other businesses when your business starts going south. If you're not networking and you're not advertising and you're not putting yourself out there, you can't blame other people for that. Um, you can't blame somebody else for your business closing if you have been alone in your business for a while and you don't have business. Even if you had somebody or two or three somebodies in there with you, and then you ended up being a sole proprietor in the end, you can't blame those other people for something that happened a long time ago, and then you're by yourself for 7 or 8 months or something. Your business is closing not because of something that happened back then. Your business is closing now because of something that you're not doing right. So you can't blame other people. And I just find it so ironic that people are so easy to put the blame on everybody else instead of stepping out and going, okay, yeah, maybe I could have done this different. Yeah, I could have done this different. Yeah, I should have done this. But it's so much easier just to say, yep, it's that person's fault. I'm not going to accept responsibility for that because it wasn't me. But anyway, back to what I was originally going to talk about. There was a guy who got on Facebook and made a post about apparently somebody asked for help. And I didn't see the post about the help, but he posted on there that people who get on and ask for help are assholes. And in a nutshell, he said that that anybody that asks for help on Facebook are basically pathetic, and that other people are not your piggy bank, and that if you need help and you're working, then you need to go get another job. And if that's not enough, then you need to go get another job. Because nobody else is your piggy bank, and you're not working hard enough. You need to go and work harder. I wanted to get on there, and I wanted to just rip this guy a new butt. Because you can tell he's one of those guys that he's type A personality. Hello, Chris. Okay, yeah, it's my fault. You're funny. Hello. Hello. You know what? If they need help finding a good job, then you need to help them find a good job. Lead them in the right direction. Give them the Indeed. But anyway, so anyway, he was just being so mean and so rude, and I couldn't believe that someone could be so cold. So there are times in life where people can be in a bad situation, a very unexpected situation, and they may need help because something just happened, and they could find themselves in a situation that was totally unexpected. And unfortunately, when those things happen, they get scared and they don't know what to do. And the first thing that they're going to do is they're going to ask for help, because they're going to turn to their peers, they're going to turn to their friends, they're going to turn to people that they think might be able to help them. Things happen. Unexpected things happen. Sometimes it's not even something you ask for. And it's scary when something happens like that and you don't know what to do. Now, if it's somebody that's on there every week saying, I need help paying this, I need help with this, oh yeah, definitely don't. That person you need to send somewhere. But if it's somebody that's randomly getting on there and just saying, look, this is what happened, I need help, help them. Don't shun them. Don't pick on them. Don't bully them. Don't degrade them. Don't put them down. I mean, my God. It's already bad enough that they're getting on and asking for help, swallowing their pride. But don't make them feel worse than they already feel. I mean, it takes a lot to ask people for help when you don't know them. All right, let's see what people are saying. Okay, yeah, you're probably gonna get blocked, Mr. Ezekiel. You need to stop saying mean stuff on my post, because you're just being very rude and disgusting. So I'd appreciate it if you would not say things like that on my post, Ezekiel. That is extremely rude. And I don't appreciate you saying things that you're saying that are racist, and I don't appreciate you saying things that are violent on my post, because I'm not about that. And yes, something like a sudden divorce, things that can happen out of the blue, like someone divorcing you. Um, I was in a situation a year and a half ago where something happened and I was left with my dog needs in, so I am going to be walking through my house. Um, I was left in a situation where I don't even want to talk about all of it, but I will eventually. I was left in a situation where I had the entire world left on my shoulders, and I needed help because I was left with everything on my shoulders, and I had nobody. And unfortunately, I dusted myself off within about 2 weeks. It took me 2 weeks. 2 weeks to get over the shock. 2 weeks to get over the mental breakdown that I had over it. It took me about 2 weeks to heal. Not real well. Not I don't even heal over it. I have PTSD from it. But it took me about 2 weeks before I snapped out of the depression part of it and got myself up and thought, you know what? Screw this shit. I can do it. I don't have to answer to anybody. I don't need anybody. I can do this on my own. I don't need a man. I don't need anybody. And you know what? I did it. I did it. I got up. I refocused. I pulled myself together. I got a great counselor. Simba, stop. I got a great counselor. I refocused my mindset. I learned that I was somebody. I learned that I was important. I learned that I was valued. I learned how to love myself, basically. I learned that I was lovable. That was the one thing that I was lacking. I didn't think I was lovable or likable. I thought I was invisible. And I learned that I was not any of those things. And once I realized that I was lovable and likable, and I was important, and I was a person, and I could do it, my mindset went whoop, completely changed, and I got out there and I kicked ass. So yeah, anybody can do it. So, and everything worked out in the end. A couple months later, and here I am in my beautiful home, out in the country and loving life now. So anyway, but that was the topic that I wanted to talk about today, was helping others. Put yourself in their shoes. Think about how you would feel if you had to swallow crow and you had to humble yourself and you had to ask for help. If you've not been in that situation before, it's hard. So hard. It's not easy to ask for help. So people with closed minds are people that are not very humble. So humble yourself. And all I can say is I hope that if you're that mindset, that you think that people should never ask for help, I hope you are never in that situation, because God has a way of humbling people, and He has a way of throwing you flat on your face. And all I can say is that if that happens, you're going to be humbled very quickly. So, um, question anonymous, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, He is good and He does provide. Yep, I do pray a lot. Everything worked out great. Still working on some things. I'm gonna block some people. Hold on. Hold on, I gotta figure out how to. I gotta figure out how to do this. Da, 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 da. Okay, guys, hold on a second. I'm trying to figure out how to block somebody on my thing, and I can't figure out how to do it. Yes, life is very much a challenge, and you really do have to believe in yourself. You know what? It took me a long time. My dog is going bonkers right now, wanting up here. It really is hard. Oh my God, I'm sorry. This is one of my little doggies right here. And then this is my other doggie. Big doggy's not allowed up here. He's allowed on the other chair or the other couch. He's not allowed on this one. Ferris, go lay down. No, 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 no. Especially considering that he likes to go play in the rain and he's wet right now. Ferris, go lay down. But anyway, yes. Life is such a challenge, and you do have to have a lot of faith. And in today's world, oh my gosh, faith is like all you can have. I did lose my faith a year and a half ago, because I had nobody. Well, I had my friend, but I mean, I I felt so alone. Like I didn't. You don't even understand the feelings I was feeling. It was awful. I've never in my life felt that low in my life. And I lost faith at that point. I found it quickly, but I did lose it for a little bit because I thought, why? Why? Why is this happening? Because I was a good wife. I did everything. Like I don't know. And it was crazy. It was crazy. I mean, it's a long story. Like I can understand, well, I mean, not that it's okay, but I can understand something like that happening if like you had a spouse that like ignored you, didn't love you, um, like abused you, wanted nothing to do with you or whatever, but not when you have a spouse that takes care of you, that like loves you and cares about you and takes care of you and like is there for you and wants to be there for you and just wants you to love them. That I don't understand. That's mind-boggling. But it is what it is. We're back together. It all worked out. My dog found this pig. Everything worked out for the better. We're in a very good place. I have a very forgiving heart. So that is a wonderful thing. Does anyone know how to delete somebody on here? Because I want Mr. Ezekiel off of here. Like, really bad. But anyway. Does anybody... I'm completely trying to hide. I want to delete this guy on this channel. Okay. So, anyway. But anyway, so last night so I don't know if you guys saw the post or the video where I was talking about my foot where I fell 4 feet off the ladder. So I went to the farm and I went to put the animals up last night, and so the sheep wanted out really bad, and so I went ahead and let them out, and you know, sheep don't care. And I went to go let them out, and oh my gosh, I had put like a line of food already out for them, thinking that they would like go a different direction. No, they did not. They like ran through me and like just shoved me into the gate, and then they stepped on my foot, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, dude, sheep are dumb. They're literally dumb. They're cute, but they're dumb. But I am going to very soon have all my chickens, and I'm going to have my chicken coop. I'm going to have that ready here, hopefully in the next month or two. And I will walk you guys through that journey. That's going to be fun. So you guys are going to be walking through me building my own farm. So that's going to be really fun. Oh yeah, ouch. I fell 4 feet off a ladder onto my ankle. My foot is currently half black now. Can't move 3 of my toes. I can move 2 of them now, and then I can bend it a little bit. But I'm in a walking boot, in a mobilizing walking boot for a while, which ought to be fun because I have a wedding that I have to do pictures for on Saturday. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. And then I have a photo session on Sunday out here on my farm. And I have to do a lot of walking for this photo session because they want like woods and they want the water. And so we're going to be walking down to the lake and we're going to be doing those pictures off the dock. And they wanted some other pictures, and I'm just like, wow, we're going to be walking a lot. So yeah, I'll have to take you guys down to the dock and let you guys see the lake and everything sometime. Yeah, chickens are definitely easier to deal with. My grandson wants a pig. I don't like pigs, but he wants a pig. So I'm probably gonna get him a pig. And then, of course, the horse will have a horse. I'll have a horse. My husband hates horses, but I don't care. I'm getting a horse. He can suck it up. Um, he's afraid of horses. I don't know. Why would people be afraid of horses? Mr. Bacon. That's a good one. I will have to tell my grandson that one. Um, yeah, I've always wanted a potbelly pig, an indoor pig. My friend has an indoor pig, and it is litter trained, toilet trained, and what's she call it? She called it paper trained, I think, where she puts those little pads down and it goes on the pad. But yeah, and the pig drinks beer, um, at which I was totally dumbfounded when she gave it beer. Um, that pig is not little. Little pet pigs that are little potbelly pigs, that thing is huge. I mean, huge. But I gave the pig at the farm, Marty, I gave him a bunch of pears last night. He was going to town. He was so excited about those pears. It was so cute. But anyway, I'm going to hop off here. Um, do you guys want to learn how to make some very quick and easy cheesecake? Let me know, because it's getting to be that chili and cheesecake kind of weather. Um, so I was wanting to know if you guys wanted to learn how to cook some gluten-free stuff, because that's one of the things that I'm going to be doing on here is teaching people how to make some really healthy shakes and some healthy gluten-free, because my celiac, some gluten-free desserts and some gluten-free foods, and stuff. So I cook. So I do a lot of um, really good cooking. I do a lot of really good recipes that are very easy, not very expensive, stuff that you can do with things that you already have around your house. So anyway, I wanted to know if you guys wanted to make some cheesecake. Really good cheesecake. Absolutely, we can do a pumpkin spice cheesecake. Very easy to do. Um, I will, so you're gonna need, ahead of time, you're gonna need cream cheese. You're gonna need a